you said he's glowing.
Oh, yeah.
You said he walked in and he was just stood out. The room almost like just kind of paused, right? And that's the visualization that I'm drawing here. It's almost like a woman coming in with a beautiful red dress that kind of everyone just stopped and the music paused. Everyone's watching her go down the stairs, in this grand concourse.
I'll give you a better visual. So that red suit he wore, this is the most recent one. It was with Versace.
Lucky Boys Podcast.
Celebrities, when they rock things, it's so outrageous, but it's part of like the designer's like vision.
Do they wear it for shock value?
100%. That's part of it.
If in that world, in that entertainment world, if no one's talking about you, you should be concerned.
Right. That's like a whole thing about like red carpet outfits as well, right? Like chances are if you play the safe, no one's talking about it, you're not going to be featured. Like, as there's so many celebrities that go to these kind of events. And so like to even have a list of like the top 25, dress and whatever, it's a big deal.
When you go to these events, do you see these celebrities kind of dressed outrageously, or are they, for movie premiere, they're most likely just gonna fall in line, nothing too crazy, right?
Yeah.
But for other stuff.
Yeah, the fashion week, people go a little crazy. But the red premiere, the red carpet premieres are cool. They don't go too crazy. I think they still kind of want to be in line with the movie. So like one of the big ones that I went to recently was for the Batman. And that was super cool just because that was one of the few movie premieres that came back to New York since COVID. And so it's really cool to have them do like a big thing in Lincoln Center. Like it was a giant red carpet all around. I very luckily did my little red carpet walk, and then like the perfect timing, Robert Pattinson walked up, and it was just so cool to see him in public, in person. But like his fashion was cool. It was very much like Bruce Wayne vibes on that carpet. So it all varies.
So he was in character during the red carpet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Like he was in like all black suit, black big like peacoat.
I like that.
Yeah.
I really like that. If I go to a red carpet event for Batman and my man comes in looking like Bruce Wayne, carrying himself like Bruce Wayne, like the character and not who he is in real life, I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think that's the fun part about, like, there's like the red carpet for like award shows, which is just fancy, but then there's like the movie premiere, say Simu on the Shang-Chi one, like he was wearing Asian designer stuff. So there's a story when you're dressing up for these kind of events, especially if it's your own movie, and you should.
I bet that's almost like art, right? There's layers to it, and I think that goes overlooked for a lot of people or underappreciated.
Yeah, and so that's why that's where like fashion is such a big statement. Like what you put on can say so much. So his premiere, I remember he wore like an Asian designer full suit, and he was wearing like a chain that was made by Ben Baller, so another Asian guy, So and that is very important. If you have that special moment to promote a movie that's about Asian Americans, and you don't wear Asian, that's almost like
I think
you
I saw
kind of missed the point.
Yeah, I think I saw a photo, and this is outside looking in.
Yeah.
And he was wearing a red suit, right? A red suit.
That's one of them, yeah.
And then he stood out like from the rest of everyone.
Exactly.
He just stood out. He glowed, and then like red represents like good luck and in Chinese culture. So I think he was trying to tell a story without actually saying a word during that. Premiere.
And you have to stand out on these things, especially I'm imagining in his shoe as one of the few Asian actors ever in these kind of rooms. Like what you wear, you stand out right away without even speaking a word.
Imagine how you would feel wearing a fucking red suit. Like it could go one of two ways, right? You can kind of feel like, oh man, what the heck? Or you can feel super powerful, right? You just walk in a room, you feel like, yo, I am the man here. I am the bomb. Like it's almost equivalent to how a woman would feel walking in with the sexy red dress.
Yeah. How's that?
Yeah.
Right. The way you describe it, I didn't see him with the red suit.
Yeah.
But the way you're describing it, it sounds like you said he's glowing.
Oh yeah.
You said he walked in and he was just stood out. The room almost like just kind of paused, right? And that's the visualization that I'm drawing here. It's almost like a woman coming in with a beautiful red dress that kind of everyone just stopped and the music paused. Everyone's watching her go down the stairs, in this grand concourse.
I'll give you a better visual. So that red suit he wore, this is the most recent one. It was with Versace. So that's a big deal too, because now you're talking about a global brand with an Asian actor. And I love that because at first, Simu did all the Asian designer stuff, but now it's no, an Asian person can also rock a Versace suit. And it was a bright red suit and it really stood out. And then at the after party, he took off his shirt. So it was a suit, but without a top. And so it was just it had that moment that we needed in fashion for Asian representation.
I like that because Asian fashion is usually known just very either they're not fashionable or they're very fashionable but just clean, safe. Right. Some of the mainstays, like you said, they're in a suit or they're just polished, their clothes are fitted and that's fine.
Usually very minimal.
When you rock a red suit and you pull it off with no shirt underneath.
Yeah.
At the right,
just some pecs.
You're not going to go into work like that, folks.
Yeah.
But at the right, or date, not likely, depends. But if you're going to the right venue,
exactly,
and you pull it off just right, and especially with all these cameras there, I love that. And what is it also saying to people? I mean, fashion in general, but what is that saying to people without saying a word, right? And then we pulled it off. That hey, we're in here.
Yeah.
We can wear this. And we could pull it off and look damn good.
The confidence.
And be the best looking one in the room on top of that.
Hell yeah.
Lucky Boys Podcast.